many CEOs either will be very suitable for a certain phase of company building, and then when you see the company goes into the next phase, it needs a different kind of leadership. Example, the first CEO of a company that started from scratch is a hustler type, typically. Get basic things done under a lot of uncertainty and a lot of doubt and a lot of pain in general, but kind of thrives in that environment of getting messy things done with little resources. And I mean, that's quite admirable. It's a very difficult phase for the company, especially when you have kind of social pressures from the outside world. Everybody's doubting the company. Everybody's saying, is this really going to become something? Do you have any revenues? Do you have any clients? Is it profitable? When are you going to run out of money? It's surrounded by this thick layer of doubt, and this person needs to be the hustler through that phase. So that's a very special type of personality. That personality typically doesn't work so well in the coming phases, where you, for example, need to think about, organizational structure, having a lot of people, reporting lines, routines, procedures, consistency in delivery, things like this. That's another type of leader. And also, if you have very senior, competent, qualified external stakeholders around the business, investors, big clients, etc., after a while you need a CEO that can really manage those stakeholders in a successful way. And that's also not the same personality as that early hustler type, maybe not even the same personality as that scaling type that kind of got things a bit bigger, a bit more organized, a bit more process. We changed CEO to me, and then away from me, and then back to me, and then to an external CEO, and then we changed the external CEO again. So there were several iterations of changing, the key person in the company, which to me is actually a bit of a pattern that keeps repeating in all companies that I've seen from an early stage growing up. You almost always have to change the key people a number of times to make it all the way. And this is kind of a contrast to a little bit the utopian story of the founder that starts the company, builds it alone, and then takes it to the IPO and then rides off into the sunset. To me, that's an extremely rare story that I've never seen happen myself, but it probably has happened. But that's not the base case. And I think people underestimate that you actually need to build a company. You need to build the structures around the company, meaning share ownership, shareholder agreement, the board, to be able to change senior leadership, meaning the CEO and the C-level, at least once, but probably several times during that growth journey.